Welcome back to this Gabe's episode of On the Way, where we are very large and in charge.
Large and in charge.
Shouldn't have gotten all that food.
That's a nice way of saying fat. Oh, and nice try trying to hog the angle.
Are you saying that because I'm large?
Yeah, hog. Landing?
Gabe.
Nick T. Do you poop on dates? If so, how?
It's a good question. It's a really good question.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to, but before we forget, I open it up. If any of you have had this kind of dilemma, oh my gosh, I'm on a date, I'm on a good date or a bad date or whatever kind of date, but I really gotta poop right now. And I don't want this person to know that I poop yet.
Yeah,
right?
That's always I think everyone goes into a date assuming the other person does not poop.
Yeah. And so what happens when
just, turn the air on like a
the ugly truth
a little
comes
bit.
about, and it comes right at that awkward moment. Zac Efron movie. What do you think? Yeah. So if you do you poop on dates? If so, how? I absolutely poop on dates.
Except Gabe's married, so he already beat the game. So he could play the game, but he's already won. So there's no you don't have to impress Danielle.
Don't hate the player.
You should try to impress her.
Don't hate the player.
She's fantastic and deserves that.
Hate the pooper. Landon, have you ever been on a date?
Yes.
Did you poop on that date?
I didn't poop on the date.
You shoulda.
Is that what they're asking?
Maybe. Or is he asking, do you poop on date, like the fruits, like the little candy fruits? What's funny is they would look exactly the same.
Yeah.
If you did poop on them.
It depends where you are. I would be very, very nervous about doing the two at someone who I'm going on a first date's place. Especially in Los Angeles, where your bathroom's next to your bedroom / living room / kitchen because you live in a studio. Mm-hmm. I actually don't think I've ever had this problem. I've had the farting problem of where it's you're yeah, I'm cool. You're I'm totally cool. We can hang out longer. Hold it in.
Why are you diagonally planking on your chair right now?
It's so that you don't put pressure on your stomach, so you don't let out a fart, and so she doesn't know that that you also do not fart. I don't think I've had the pooping problem. I'm just you're gonna hold it, but I've had the farting problem.
Yeah, I have had the farting problem always.
Yeah, but when you and Danielle, you and Danielle met on a cruise, so you were outside.
But just hold on, wait. You're getting too far ahead. I've never been on a real date.
Ever?
Danielle,
are you talking about in the sense where it's you're oh, I don't know that person, so I'm gonna ask him out to dinner? Because I've never done that either.
I'm talking about any kind of outing in a romantic setting, in a romantic context. I'm interested in you more than a friend. We're on a date to figure out if we want to, be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
I've never done
that either.
Oh, well, interesting. So you asked the two worst guys to ask that question to. The first time I dated, the first time I went to dinner or did anything with Danielle, we had already been talking on the phone for 3 months. We were in the dating equivalent stage of the relationship, but it wasn't a real date. I was visiting her in New Mexico. All right. I think maybe the whole weekend could be considered a date. Anyway.
So did you hold it? Did you hold it for the whole weekend? You're just not gonna poop or fart.
Look at me. You know who you're talking to? Come on.
Yeah, there's no way that you made it that long.
I painted the walls.
Oh my God. Because you tried to hold it in and then it went south. What the heck? Well, that's a new thing that we just came up with.